Who are you?
She noted that Tanzania had never questioned how other nations handled similar episodes. The European Parliament last week called for suspension of EU funds for Tanzania, citing the election-related violence. President SAMIA said even the funds foreign parties claim to be providing are far less than before.
Niwaulize, kwao hayatokei? Kwao hayatokei? Tumenyanyua sauti sisi kusema ya kwao? Wanadhania bado wao ni masters wetu, ni wakoloni kwetu. Kitu gani? Ni fedha chache wanayotugaia, na fedha yenyewe sasa hivi haipo. Tunafanya biashara, wao wapate na sisi tupate, ndipo tunaposimamia.
Who are you to pontificate? Who are you to tell the world what the world should do? Who are you who are so culturally arrogant to tell the world what the world should do and must not do?
Sasa katika vile visingizio vya kuepuka na aibu ya kushindwa kwenye uchaguzi, wanaweka visingizio. Visingizio vyote hivi vinaungwa mkono na nje.
Whenever I hear that the West is speaking about values, I always wonder which values. These people who ran slavery, these people who ran colonization, these people who are running a neo-colonial project, these people who provide succor to thieves, the stolen money in Africa, in Latin America, in Eastern Europe is kept in the West.
They take away our voices, so we don't have the power to complain or to talk about our rights or to speak about the consistent injustice that they continue to meter on all of us. Then they take away our tools, so we don't have the ability to fight them back. And then they give us poor education systems because they need us to continue to be vulnerable, to be in that position of need. And to crown it all up, they enslave our mind by introducing the westernized religions and taking away our traditional religions, because they need us to continue to look up to them. They need us to continue to be in that particular position of need. And it is time for Africans to wake up. It is time to wake up.
All right, welcome back, people. Who are you? That was the question that SAMIA asked Donald Trump and all these Western leaders who have been always coming out to engage with the matters in the country of Tanzania and concerning all that happened during the election period. And people have been always coming out to react towards it in different way. Everyone has coming with a different way of reacting over that statement. And now we know that all that happened in the country of Tanzania was not good. We know that it was not good, and we cannot allow this. We are not supporting this. We are against everything, that because we cannot support anything that concerns the people's life. We cannot support anything that is about the people's life that has lost. So at this time, I've tried to sit down and try to look at these incidents in a different way, because following everything that happened in the country of Tanzania, this has brought the country of Tanzania to the list of the country that has been banned to travel in America or in West Africa, in West countries. But why today or why now? Because Donald Trump has been always banning the countries not to travel, mostly the countries that are going against their wills, against their agreements, because they've been always making Africans to bow before them, to listen and to follow anything that they come up with. But as long as your country is going against their will, against their agreements, then they must ban you. The same, the country like Burkina Faso and many countries in Africa, which have been always in crisis or chaos, they have been always banned from not to travel in America.
5 African countries have been added to US President Donald Trump's travel ban list as Washington expands its entry restrictions, saying it's to protect the security of the United States. The move fully restricts citizens from Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, South Sudan and Sierra Leone from visiting the US. Partial restrictions have been placed on 15 other countries, 12 of them from the African continent, including Nigeria, Tanzania and Zimbabwe.
But sometimes I ask questions. What is this that is making America feel like when they ban Africa or African countries not to travel to America, it's going to look like a big issue. So today, Donald Trump has just used the chaos and crisis in the country of Tanzania as a reason to ban this country and the people from this country not to access Tanzania, because Tanzania has been the country, a peaceful country, whereby people have been always obedient, peaceful, silent. But the government has been always doing things against the will of the people. The government has been always oppressing the people. But because these people are so fearless, are so fearful, they don't have that strength, that power to come out and question the government. Because the constitution of Tanzania is not just like the other countries' constitutions, because this country is still living under the colonial constitution, which only gives the president much power in the government, but not the people. So the government and the president have the authority and the right to come and do anything against the people, and the people have nothing to come and do. That's why you see, even during the election period, people were demonstrating, people on the street when SAMIA was being announced as the winner of election. But the constitution recommends that you cannot go and challenge the presidential elect. You cannot. Once the result has been announced, that's the final. You have no right to go and challenge this to the court. You have no right to come and protest. That's why the government destroyed all the people who tried to come out and go against the ruling of the electoral board. So all that has been happening in this country, there have been many people behind everything. These people from the West, like America and other countries, have been always coming to Tanzania to take cheap raw materials and many things. So because today the youths of Tanzania have stood up and said that they want to fight for their right, they want a reform from this country, they want a change. That's the reason, that's the key reason as to why they have been banned not to access or to travel in America. But he's just using this chaos and crisis as a reason. So today he has the right to come out and say that now, you see, these people are not good, they are fighting. They are destroying their country. If we allow them in our country, they are going to destroy, just like he has did in the Somali community in America. He just find a reason to put these people on a ban because they are not cooperating with his agreements. So we have seen this happening in several countries. Like, for example, the country of Burkina Faso. America was never a colonial to Burkina Faso, but France was. So why America has to ban Burkina Faso, Burkina-based people not to travel to America after rejecting France and chase them away? So as long as any African country and the people are rejecting and going against the imperialists and the foreigners who have been here in Africa exploiting African country for so long, they must find a reason to punish you. So today, I can come and agree with the words of SAMIA, because when we put aside all that she committed and she caused in this country, but when she comes out to ask these people, who are you? Then we must start to think about it deeply. And that's why I presented you a video of PLO LUMUMBA professor as he was trying to give all the statements concerning these issues, because he's coming out to say that now America and the country from the West have always been coming here to tell us what to do. We have many countries in Africa. We have many countries today. They are fighting against Russia, against Afghanistan, against Ukraine. There are many wars. We have many problems in Africa. We have Libya, which they destroyed. We have countries like Burkina Faso, which they are still fighting up to date. We have many countries like Congo, which they destroyed. They have never gone back to those countries, maybe to rebuild or to bring peace that was destroyed. Why today the country of Tanzania? Because they used to know, they used to to give the credit to the people or the citizens, to the leaders who are only destroying their countries, because through this they know that they are benefiting. So once the people of Africans stood up and start to awaken, it becomes a threat to them. So today they are doing this to the country of Tanzania because they know that now the youths of Tanzania have today awakened, and now they are fighting because they have come to know the truth. They are following the footprints from other countries of Africa, which are now today standing up to fight against their right, to demand their rights, to demand their freedom. The country of Tanzania has never been in freedom, but people just decided to choose peace over the crisis and the war. That's why today the country of Tanzania has always been looked down in a different way than other countries. So we've seen in the country of Tanzania people were killed, thousands of people who never committed any crime, but who are only asking for their rights, who are only speaking their voice. And now, because these people have awakened, just like other countries of Africa, people were killed, people were jailed, people were locked away, but they are still organizing more protests. They are still coming out to threaten that we need our country, we need our freedom. So this is something that we expect to happen. This is something that we as African youths, we expect that it has to happen. Because if we say today that some of us have been killed, now we have to step back, we have to retreat, then automatically we are putting ourselves in a mess. We are putting ourselves and our life and our countries in a danger, because we have already declared a war and the government has already declared the war. So if you retreat, then it means that you have given chance to the government to come and destroy all of you. You have given them the chance to come and do anything they want against your country, against your life. Because at this time, all that is happening in this country, the youths, what you are doing for your benefit. You are doing this for the benefit of your country and the future of this country. Mwalimu Julius Nyerere fought so hard to liberate this country, to free it from the hands of the colonizers. He fought so hard to bring this country to republic. He fought to bring peace in this country. But all that these leaders are doing are not those of what Julius Nyerere was fighting for. So today, you know, you being banned, all these people from Tanzania being banned not to travel, we cannot give the reasons to you as for them to surrender, because just saying that we have to be respectful so that we can be allowed to travel. What are you going to do in America? Because this mentality of people crying out, oh, we have been banned not to go to America. This have to be a wake-up call to know that all that you have been thinking of going to do in America, you have to do it in your country. All that you have been planning to go and do or to build, now today you have to know that you have your country, because America is not any black man country. America is not anybody's place. So we have many people here in Africa who have invested much, but they are going to save, who have made their money here in Africa, but they are going to invest and save in America, in Europe. They are forgetting their own land. They are forgetting that they have the place to build, to protect, and to fight for. So Donald Trump banning the country of Tanzania have to be a wake-up call for those Tanzanians who are in America, who have invested, they have to come back to their country. They have to fight for their own. They have to build their own place. They have to build for the tomorrow's future of their generation. In fact, I celebrated this because I feel like this has to happen to entire country of Africa. Just a few days ago, Julius Malema was banned not to access America or any Western country. You know what he said? He came out smiling, celebrating that it's okay, because America is not his land. He has banned not to go to America, but he will go in Nigeria, he will go to Burkina Faso, he will go to Kenya, he will go to Sudan. He will travel across motherland, because this is where he belongs. This is the land that built him. So we have to put aside this mentality of we must go to America. Today, most of the youths, are coming out after the school, after education. The only thing they are thinking of is to go to America because they believe that that's the only place they can make life, because that is the mentality that was installed in African minds. That's all that we think. But we forget to know that the place that we are having, which we call home, Africa, is the best place than ever. Because how many people have you seen from Europe, from America, are coming to spend their time here? They are spending their money, their euros, their dollars, just to come and explore Africa, just to come and experience the best climate and temperatures, just to come and experience the best cultures. Because all these things they are not able to find in their countries. So we are blessed, and we have to be able to appreciate ourselves for what we are having today. So I can support SAMIA for standing up and furiously responding to the Western leaders who are using this chaos and crisis as advantage of controlling this country, because all they need is the dominance. Because they feel today like, if these people are continue to wake up and continue to behave like this, then they are going to lose fully all that they have been always getting from this country. They are going to lose. So that is what is worrying them, not any other round. Donald Trump standing up and start to fight against the SAMIA's regime and all that happened, it's not because he cares about your life. It is not because he cares much about the Tanzanians, but it's because he cares of what he is going to lose. He's worried of all that they are going to lose from this country. So, as Africans and as African, all I can tell you from the people of Tanzania, as you started to this journey to liberation, you don't have to think something else. You don't have to think of going back, but you have to march forward. You have to stand up. You have to fight for your country, fight for your freedom, demand your justice, because this is your country. This is where you belong. This is the country that builds you. You have the right to fight and reclaim all that you believe it belongs to you. You have to fight and make sure that everything that was being taken in a wrong direction is taken back. Because if you don't do this, then you are putting the risks not only for you, not only for your life, but for the entire generation of this country. CCM has been there since the time of freedom fighter. Since the time of up to this time, it has been ruling this country. So you have to fight for your freedom, for the change of this country. You have to fight for the new constitution. This will make you to get what you need, to have the freedom and the rights that you deserve in your country. Thank you for being here. Let's continue subscribing, share, and like, so that I can continue connecting to the next episode. I'm here, your presenter of the Black History, where we uncover the hidden truth. And maybe blessed watching from. I love you and appreciate your support for you being here.